Hi, this is the second video in the playlist on factorising equations where we've got an awkward coefficient of x squared. In this particular case it's 3. Now if you look at the previous video, I introduced a technique that I use to solve all of these, and the way that works is I multiply this by this last number here, and in this particular case I'm going to get positive 18. And then what I do is I look for two numbers that when I add them together I'm going to get minus 11, and they're also factors of 18. Now in this particular case it's going to be minus 9 and minus 2, because when I add minus 9 and minus 2 together I get minus 11. When I multiply those two together I get positive 18. I could have chosen 6 and 3, but 6 and 3 added together is 9, so that's not going to work. I could also have chosen 18 and 1. Well, again, that's not going to work. This is the only pair of factors that when I add them together I'm going to get minus 11, and when I multiply them I'm going to get positive 18. And it's important that you find those factors because we then use them to rewrite the equation. And the way I'm going to rewrite the equation is I'm going to write 3x squared, so that term doesn't change. But I'm now going to write minus 9x minus 2x plus 6. And remember what I've done is those two terms in the middle, when I gather them together or simplify them, they become minus 11. Okay, and that's really what you need to get to with these types of equations and types of questions. And then it's a case of taking the first two terms and factorising them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to factorise those two for 3x. If you like, 3x is the highest common factor of 3x squared and minus 9x. So if I write now brackets x minus 3, if I try to just work that back a bit, 3x times x is 3x squared, and 3x times minus 3 is minus 9x. Okay, so I've successfully now factorised the first two terms. I'm going to do exactly the same by the second two terms. I'm going to factorise that for minus 2, and that's going to become x minus 3. Be very, very careful because minus 2 times x is minus 2x, and minus 2 times minus 3 is positive 6. Okay, so just be very careful about your negatives and positives with these types of questions. Now what you'll have spotted is I've got now two common bracketed terms. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write those once as x minus 3. And what I've got left is 3x minus 2, and I can put that into brackets as well. And there you go, I've actually factorised that equation. Okay? There are a number of other videos in this playlist based upon the same ideas, the whole technique of finding this number and then finding two factors. So I'm going to be doing that in the next video with this question at the bottom here, but in this particular case we're going to solve it, so it's just one extra little jump. I hope that's been useful to you. Please do add a comment below if you're not sure, subscribe to the channel, and I'll look forward to seeing you inside the next video.